All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is January 6th. We got 4 games on the board tonight. My voice might sound like crap. I might look like crap. Hair's a mess. Real early recording, but we are jumping into it. We're fitting it in where we can. We're grinding here. We got 4 games on the board tonight on January 6th. Last night we went 1-2. The Nets half point away from covering for us, and the Warriors, you know how that game went. So all we hit last night was the Sixers covering 1-2. We got to be better. Don't love it, but we're moving on. 4 games on the board tonight, like I said, so let's jump right into the video. We got our shout out of the day to give here. We got Daniel Cook. Yesterday's hashtag of the day was hashtag Jan. If you guys don't know what the hashtag of the day is, stay tuned. I'll tell you in just 1 second. That's how you can get shouted out in tomorrow's video. But Daniel had Spurs plus 8.5 cash. Hawks plus 1.5 cash. And then Norman Powell over 22.5 points. I think he finished with like 27 or 28. So 3-0 night, 2-0 against the spread there, and 1-0 in player props for my man Daniel. Guys, if you do want to get shouted out in tomorrow's video, all you got to do is stay tuned until the end of the video. I'm going to give you the new hashtag of the day. We change it up every single day. I'm going to give you the new hashtag of the day, and all you got to do is do exactly what Daniel did. Already, I'll pop it up again. Shout out to him one more time. All you got to do is drop the hashtag and then give me your locks. If you have a winning night, if you have a positive night, you guys got a chance to be shouted out in tomorrow's video. But let's jump right into it, guys. We're starting it off with the Knicks taking on my Boston Celtics. Heartbreaking loss last night for my Boston Celtics here. Jaylen Brown missing a layup at the end, and the Spurs winning that game. The Knicks are 1-point favorites here over the Celtics. This Knicks team's been very, very inconsistent, but they had a big-time win over Indiana, blowing them out by, I guess I shouldn't say blowing them out, but double-digit win over Indiana just a couple nights ago. Celtics on the second night of a back-to-back here. Looks like Peyton Pritchard's going to be questionable for the Knicks. Kemba Walker is downgraded to out. Nerlens Noel is questionable. Derrick Rose is out, but they do have, obviously, Julius Randle back. I tell you guys when I'm being biased, and I might be being biased here, but I like the Celtics in this one, -1 here. I think that they come back after losing to a Spurs team that they probably should have beat yesterday. I think they come out with a little bit more fire. The Knicks might be a little bit more comfortable because they just beat an Eastern Conference team, the Pacers, by 10 points. They might be feeling themselves a little bit, whereas the Celtics now come with a little bit of anger to this game. So I lean the Celtics here -1. Keep an eye on the pinned comment, like I always say, guys. That's where my final plays will be. I'm not trying to force anything tonight. I don't love any of these spots, a couple back-to-back situations and everything like that. So keep an eye on the pinned comment. As we do every single day, we go through each and every game, but my final plays will be in the pinned comment, what I'm actually rolling with tonight, what I'm actually risking and putting my money on. So keep an eye on the pinned comment, but I do lean the Celtics here -1. Next up, we have the Grizzlies hosting the Pistons. Grizzlies, 12.5-point favorites over the Pistons. Pistons, second night of a back-to-back here. They just got mollywopped by Charlotte, which, I mean, the Pistons had won 2 games in a row before that, which is wild to say. They're 3-7 in their last 10 games. Memphis, 6 wins in a row here. They are 7-3 in their last 10 games. Memphis is playing really, really well. In terms of injuries for Memphis, Anderson downgraded to doubtful. Brooks questionable. Melton questionable. Bane is questionable. And then for Detroit, we have Joseph questionable. Kelly Olynyk out. Grant out. Isaiah Stewart questionable. I mean, this is such a hard one. 12.5 points. I get it. The Grizzlies are red hot. I get it. But that's such a big number to lay. But this Pistons team just shows, I know they won 2 games in a row prior to losing that last one. But second night of a back-to-back, I think you got to fade the Pistons here. So I don't love this one at all, but I'm going to roll with the favorite. Grizzlies -12.5. I hate how big that number is. But in terms of my lean, I don't think that I can lean on this Detroit team. Like, I don't think that I can trust them even with a lean. So I'm going to lean Memphis here at -12.5. Next up, Pelicans hosting the Warriors. Pelicans getting 3.5 points here at home. Steph, injured last game, is questionable. Iguodala is questionable. Otto Porter Jr. is questionable for the Pelicans here. Satoransky's downgraded to out, and no other new injuries there. This Pelicans team lost 3 in a row here. They've actually looked decent in these losses. I would say that Utah game they kept close, and then even at times against Phoenix, other than the first quarter, they kept that game close. Golden State, obviously, back-to-back night here. Lost to Dallas last night. A really bad game from them. Steph obviously has to do with that, too. If Steph plays, he's questionable. If Steph plays, I think I'm all over this Warriors -3.5. I think everyone and their grandmother should be. If he doesn't play, I put a little bit more thought into it. I might fade the game. But I would say either way, I guess I lean Warriors -3.5. I don't believe in this Pelicans team yet. And I think that this Warriors team, even without Steph, I know, call me crazy, even without Steph, I think that they do have a little bit more team talent than the Pelicans here. But, again, I might fade this one if Steph's out because Brandon Ingram can just go off, and now all of a sudden they have the number one scorer in the game and everything like that. So let's keep an eye on that Steph injury report. I'll say this is probably my final lean. If Steph plays, all over Golden State. And if he doesn't play, I'm probably fading this game. And again, we're not forcing anything tonight. This is a 4-game slate tonight. It's probably going to be a quicker video than normal. Sometimes you just got to pump the brakes, take a deep breath. Like there's no great spots, I don't feel, in tonight's slate, so we don't need to force anything. All right, last up we have the Suns minus 11.5 over the Clippers. Huge spread, very big spread here. I think we can admit that, but no Paul George. Nicholas Batum's questionable. No Zubac. Hartenstein's out. Luke Kennard's out. For the Suns, they are dealing with some injuries still. DeAndre Ayton is still out. Landry Shamet's still out. Jay Crowder is out. And JaVale McGee is out. Either way, I think that the Suns team's way better than the Clippers. I hate laying 11.5, but I lean there. I lean the Suns. And I guess that means that today's video is a bunch of leans towards favorites here. I don't love any of these. I guess this Clippers would be the one that you could probably convince me that maybe you can go with them because that's a big number, and Reggie Jackson can play really good basketball. But man, looks like it's a favorites type of night for me, which I don't love the sound of that. Usually we like to mix it up, have some favorites, have some underdogs, but it is what it is. We're leaning Boston, we're leaning Memphis, we're leaning Golden State, and we're leaning Phoenix here. But guys, keep an eye on the pinned comment. That is where the final plays will be. Short video, not much to get into. I don't love these games. Only 4 of them to get into here. A couple back-to-backs too that obviously are taken into account. So that's what we got for the lean portion of the video. I feel like that went by like that super quick. But yeah, those are my leans for the videos, guys. Let's get into today's hashtag of the day. Hashtag that is going to be winners. I need some winners in the comments because, like I said, this 4-game slate, I'm not seeing it as clearly as I'd like to see it. So I'm not forcing anything, but I want to see you guys drop some winners in the comments, and maybe I'll start riding with some of your picks. I know it's usually the other way around. I ask you guys who's riding with mine, but let me see. Hashtag winners in the comments. If you don't know how the hashtag of the day works, all you got to do is drop hashtag winners in your comment and give me your picks. If you guys have a positive night, a winning night, you guys have a chance to be shouted out in tomorrow's video. I apologize for the short video today. I apologize for, me not having the board clearly seen today, but I keep it transparent with you guys. I'm going to jump on here every day, no matter if I see the board clear or not. This is a weird one for me, weird 4 games. Keep an eye on the pinned comment. We'll see what I end up rolling with, but that's what I got for you guys as of right now. Drop hashtag winners in the comments. You guys might be shouted out tomorrow, and, speaking of tomorrow, that's when I'll talk to you guys next. Peace out.